Hi, Ken Holmes from CertiKit here, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I believe a CertiKit toolkit in combination with Microsoft 365 is a better choice for an ISO management system than a standalone SaaS system. So the first of these reasons is content. Quite often with a SaaS system, the amount of content that's actually in the system and available for you to use is limited. And that is something that you need to look at very carefully compared to a CertiKit toolkit, where we absolutely major on the depth and quality of the content that we provide. Another factor is the ease of editing that content when it is there. You often find that the tools available within a SaaS system are very much inferior to Microsoft Office and the tools you may be used to in creating documents that represent your organization. So the second factor in comparing a toolkit solution with a SaaS system is cost. And there is a huge difference between the monthly cost and the annual cost of a SaaS system and the one-off cost of a CertiKit toolkit. Quite often the one-off cost of a CertiKit toolkit is the same as the monthly cost of a SaaS system. And obviously with a SaaS system, you're going to be paying that month on month for as long as you use the system. But it's not only that, it's not only the initial cost and the ongoing cost of it, it's also a vulnerability to price rises. So you're really at the mercy of the SaaS provider in terms of if they decide to put their cost up. Not only that, but SaaS systems are usually priced per user. So obviously if your use of the system grows, then so will your cost. Compared to a toolkit where it's a one-off fee, you use it as much as you like, as many users as you want, and there are no additional costs to worry about. The third factor is the fact that it's a cloud system. So it's yet another cloud system, and you may be using quite a few of these already, and they all come with their own peculiarities and their own risks in terms of where your data is stored, how well it's secured. And obviously they come with administrative overhead in terms of creating users and satisfying yourself that the system is actually secure. So you may also have some issues with the user interface of the cloud system, which may involve some training and certainly getting used to the way that that particular system works. Now, I fully appreciate that Microsoft 365 is also a cloud system, but it's a cloud system that you're used to working with, your users are already registered, and you're familiar with the interface of that system. And so you're not introducing something new with a new SaaS system specifically for ISO management. So number 4 is constraints. Any SaaS system has been designed to meet the requirements of a certain number of users. And if you're one of a number of customers, a large number of customers that the SaaS system has, then you're not going to have a lot of influence over the functionality of the system. So if you do need something unusual, then you're going to have to potentially wait a long time for that to be introduced. Obviously, when you've put a lot of time and effort into using a SaaS system and you've been with it for a while, you're effectively locked in, and obviously that's the way the subscription model works and that the SaaS system relies upon. So you have a difficult combination really of a lack of influence typically if a SaaS system has hundreds of different customers, but at the same time it's very difficult to leave once you've started. So it's a decision you have to think about very carefully. And lastly, I want to talk about Microsoft Copilot, which is Microsoft's incarnation of AI. And the strategic direction of Microsoft is certainly towards the open agentic web, where the interface with the system is via an AI agent, not via an individual SaaS system. So Microsoft would argue that the SaaS model of using systems is on the way out. And certainly if you want to make the most of Copilot in terms of the agentic web and the agent capabilities of Copilot, then it's good to have as much data as you can, as much control within your Microsoft 365 environment to really capitalize on the benefits of AI. So there you have it, 5 reasons why we believe that the combination of Microsoft 365 and a CertiKit toolkit is a much better solution to putting an ISO management system in place than a standalone SaaS system. If you want more information, come and see us at certikit.com.